Well, hello and welcome to what I think is the evening. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to a vlog from the daily log here, or a log from the daily log. So shall I say? Because it's the name of the title. I was gonna say daily vlog, but I say daily log because you know, kind of pays tribute to the Komo's log back in the back when it first started about a decade ago. Um, so everybody, it's about 11:30 at night. Um, so I just want to say that the vlog that I got uploaded early in the morning at 12 o'clock was um, part of a vlog that I wanted to do for a long time. Um, as you guys saw in the last video, I did do the DuskBloods network test. I've been playing. I played for over 3 hours or something like that, um, and got a chance to see what it's all about. And it's um, pretty interesting. Um, Pretty interesting game, so to speak. It's kind of a knockout tournament um, style game. Tournament style game. So it's not like well, not tournament, but it's one of those knockout style games. It's actually pretty fun. I've actually played the game and tried to see what the mechanics are all like. So it's a fun one, and such. So I tried out the basically what you do is you go around knocking around enemies, and then you have to collect certain points so you can um, virtue points, so you can move on to the next round. Because there's a couple of rounds. There's a first round. There's a first phase, second phase, third phase, and you have to collect an amount of points, and you have to be ahead in a certain spot to um, in order to do so. So if you can get through all three phases and get through a final, you can get into the final phase, and you can whoever wins. I think it's actually a pretty cool system, and you know what? It's actually pretty. It's a little different than playing Call of Duty, where you have to. Um, it's kind of like it's kind of like playing Call of Duty a little bit. Um, in a knockout match or capture the flag or whatnot, or knockout qualifying in a Formula One game. So it's sort of like qualifying in Formula One these days. You have to get a certain points or a certain score in order to move on to the next round. Or like playing knockout in the schoolyard, sort of that sort of thing. So the most points wins, sort of, or when you go up against the next person that you go up against. So I got a chance to do to go through all the characters and figure out who's got what strengths and such. So see what they do in battle. So there's a couple. So the 6 Bloodsworn, they're all vampires. It's a vampire game that they've done. So anybody who's played Skyrim will know about this. It's about vampires and stuff like that. So they hate the light and such. Um, so yeah, and there's different arenas that you take part in. So I noticed there's one arena you take part in. So, and it's set in this castle and stuff like that. I think that was the only arena. I think there'll be multiple once the cops, obviously. So, so there's 6 of them. So there's Albert, who's armed with a sword and a rapier style thing and a SMG. As I said, this is more steampunk. As I said in the last video, it's more steampunk. So there's an SMG. Then there's Jan. Jan. He has a big battle axe, and he has the ability to launch fire. So some of them can launch magical attacks and stuff like that. Then there's Chang, and then there's Tang or Tong or something like that. She looks like this. She's a bloodsworn from the Far East, and she can, I believe she can do magic, and she can also, she uses this full moon sword. So, and it's pretty cool. She can use it to do multiple attacks, and I think she has a little bit of a magic ability, so she can do whatever. All of them have the ability to, if you press a certain button, will use their bloodsworn technique, and they can deal massive damage. So, then the next one is Sniper Sayer, and he's actually pretty cool. So he's got little blades for arms. So he's got little blades for arms, and then when he does it, well, he's got blades that can go over his arms, and then when he's not doing it, he's got this really cool bolt-action sniper rifle that you can shoot enemies from a distance. It's pretty cool. You only get 4 shots, but it's actually pretty cool how you can nab different people. So the next one is the senator guy. He has a rapier, and he also has this force move thing, so he can shoot spirit energy and whatnot. He's my least favorite because he doesn't really, as he can take out a lot of people, but he can't use his abilities. And again, you press a certain button, you can use the Bloodsworn's ability to do massive damage. Then the last one is Zork. It looks like an underwater robot and whatnot. It kind of looks like a little bit. It kind of looks like Robo from Chrono Trigger, except he's blue, and he's got a cannon that he shoots multiple times, and he's also got this long electrical charged thing that he can whip at people. So it's like a whip that he uses. The game itself, though, is pretty cool. You have to go around battling with your own Bloodsworn and with the Bloodsworn around you, and also enemies in the environment. So you can choose to form alliances with people, and I was actually doing that online with doing that a couple of times in the last couple of days. Well, the 3 hours that I played, probably a lot more. So, in the test ends tonight. So for those of you who take part, it was very fun to play with you and play with you guys, and also the developers who made this game. It seems pretty different. There's certain enemies that you can take on. So there's guys who look like ghosts slash specters in hoods and stuff like that. So they look like people with cloaks. They look like specters, or they look like people from a certain cult that I won't name, or just they look like specters, and they come in different sizes. There's also ones that um, there's also ones that are. There's one shaped like a frog. There's one shaped like a huge wolf. There's wolves as well. There's also one that has wings and has a lot of metal gears and stuff like that. If you get too close to some of these enemies, they can pick you up and they can toss you like a rag doll. The craziest one though, the frog can sit there and he can take chunks out of you and whatnot. The craziest one though has to be this thing that's got two stabs and wheels and what looks like wheels and gears on a fence post. It's like somebody set a spell on one of those gothic looking fences and it came to life. And what's really gruesome is there's some of the animals will take you in the mouth, take bites out of the air, and toss you over the course of the map. And then this one will actually impale you, stick you up in the air, and it will rock you back and forth until it kills you. It's actually pretty gruesome. I think this. I think they did a pretty good job of doing a lot of, I don't know, Lovecraftian style things going on here. If anybody's fans of Lovecraft, some of these animals, some of these things look like Lovecraftian things. So you go up stuff like this in the game. It's pretty hilarious. I'm pretty sure that's only they're called trespassers, and you have to knock them out to get virtue, so you can move on to the next rounds. I give the network test out of 10. I'll give it an 8 because the gameplay is a little hard to follow, but once you get the ability to do this, so when I play the real game, I'll know to collect virtue and do like that because it's just a network test. It's not really meant to be. It's not really meant to be. It's kind of meant to just see. It's kind of a excuse to play another game. It's actually pretty fun. It's better than playing Pokemon and playing Bravely Default and all those other games. Pretty cool. But I think this is actually something good, and I'm looking forward to when they release it. There's also a Professor Layton game that's going to be pretty steampunk uh, slash steampunk style world. That's going to be good. That'd be fun when that game comes out. So I think it's been a good thing. I think it's been a cool network test. I think the developers definitely have an interesting game. It definitely is different. I haven't done too many online multiplayer games, but people versus environment, because it's a people versus person game, and it's also people versus play versus environment. So environment being the monsters that you have to deal with, and you have to beat certain levels in order to take them down. So if you see that it's not a certain level, you might want to stay away from that certain beast because it'll kill you in 2 seconds. So there's certain beasts that you'll come back to in the game, trespassers as they call them, that you'll take down later. So I don't know if the leveling system is going to be permanent like it was in permanent, or if you're going to be able to level up your guy and be able to take on enemies in different servers. I have no idea what we're going to do. All I know is when you level up, when you knock out enemies, you actually get experience. The highest I got level wise was, I think, was level 10 or 12. I can't remember. So yeah, it was just good to do a network test and see what it was, and I didn't experience too many network problems. So as long as you don't exit out of your game and press press sleep on your Switch, or plus sleep on your Switch, or try to shut it off in order to save battery, you'll stay connected and stuff like that. And I noticed there was maybe a little lag and stuff like that, and you can only have 8 people at a time, so there's 8 people that can go on at any one moment. So they'll do one match, and then you'll be kicked out. Another 8 will do another match. So I think it'll be a fun game. So it's not going to be a single player, at least I don't think it will. But it definitely is something different, I guess. So from the usual and stuff like that. So I'm looking forward to playing the real game when it does come out. I don't know how much it's going to be, but it looks like it'll be fun. So yeah, whoever the developers are, you guys did a good job, and doing this network test was really good. I think this is the first time I've taken part in a network test. I've taken part in betas before, but so yeah, I will let you guys know if I'm gonna buy the game. I probably will. So for those of you, all right, I will probably be doing so. In other news, about 17 minutes, but I'll be here for another. Just for some racing news, we had an action-packed racing weekend. Most of the races were today. So IMSA, IndyCar. Well, IndyCar was yesterday. Is IndyCar yesterday? No, IndyCar was today. IndyCar, IMSA, and NASCAR were all on today. So it was Ryan Blaney. I watched Ryan Blaney win at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. The regular final season race is going to be at Daytona. Kyle Kirkwood won at the America 250. I watched a little bit of that in the finish. The IMSA guys, I did not get to watch. I watched a little bit. Corvette had slightly bad race. One of the Corvettes came in 6th. I think the Lamborghini, if I'm not mistaken, I believe, since I watched the end, Lamborghini won that event. So it was a pretty good racing weekend for and I think Lando Norris won. Oh yeah, by the way, Lando Norris won the Formula One race in the Netherlands, or at the Dutch Grand Prix earlier today at like 8, 9 o'clock. So it was a good racing weekend. It's good to see McLaren win again. It's good to see somebody other than Alex Palou win IndyCar, and it was good to see the Lamborghini finally win. And it was good to see Ford win, another American manufacturer win a race instead of Toyota winning all the time. So that'll be interesting, to say the least. I will probably be watching the race at Daytona on Saturday night at 7 to see who goes into the playoffs and who gets knocked out. So it'll be interesting. So I'm definitely watching the final race at Daytona. So it'll be fun to watch. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is my 3rd one in a row. So even though I uploaded one that I started on Saturday and I recorded on, and I ended up finishing up on a Sunday. So releasing on a Sunday. So this is my 3rd in a row. So 3rd vlog in a row. So we're getting on that vlog streak. So So as usual, everybody, long live America. God bless America. Long live our freedoms and our rights. Amen to everybody's spirits. I'll see you guys later. Good night. Don't go away. Oh yeah, by the way, see I shaved.